Hi, Smita Ji. This is Rachna Anand.
Hi,
Thank you
Rachna.
for your beautiful talk that you just gave us, because I think without grounding, nothing can work in life. And acting would be just one part of that. And struggle is another thing that a lot of people are struggling with. Um, and this grounding in spirituality, not religion, is I think most needed at this moment,
Yes,
especially with the way the pandemic is going, and
yes.
nobody knows what's lying in the future, and we all kind of dip into our own memory banks as actors to come out with whatever that what you were talking about, wearing different masks. So we
Yes,
do know how to put it on and come in front of a screen or a camera or a
true.
audience. Um, how important do you think is the struggle? Although you have not experienced it, but how important is it? Because we have seen some actors who have gone through that struggle and then come out the other side. Um,
Yes.
I would like to get that input from you. Thank you.
More than struggle, I would say hard work. Yes. You need to put in hard work. You have to do it with all sincerity. Not probably everybody is going to be like me, that people have to go through whatever you have to go through in the film industry. Like, you have to do your footwork, you have to give your photographs, you have to go for auditions, you have to do all that. But we get anxious, that anxiety kills us, that we've done so many auditions. One particular role we really liked, and God, I that role has to come to me no matter what. That anxiety kills it all. Like, in Bhagavad Gita also, as it said, very easier said than done, Nishkam Karma. Every time you do it and you leave it, you have to leave it. Has to be an unquestionable surrender. Unquestionable surrender. You do your best, put in your best, do your whatever hard work, whatever struggle you have to do. But the attachment to it, that's what is the problem. That gives us anxiety and heartburns. So if you know how to completely surrender, unquestionable surrender, that's where the spiritual angle comes in. It is not so easy to surrender. It doesn't become so easy to surrender. You will think about it all the time, and you'll say, हाँ, फाइनली तो मैंने ऊपर वाले पे ही छोड़ दिया है, तो फाइनली मत छोड़ो, पहले से ही छोड़ दो ऊपर वाले पे. That is where spirituality comes in. That you can just let go. I have done my best, let go. So struggle, hard work, all that you have to do. You can't just say कि मैंने कुछ नहीं किया, मैं कुछ नहीं करूंगी, होगा ऊपर वाला होगा तो लाके देगा मुझे. It can be like that. So hard work one has to do. It's not that I didn't do any at all. I had to go through my auditions, all that, but not the maybe I didn't realize it. Not that those pangs that people go through. I didn't go through that. Things just happened by God's grace.
Thank you.
Other than people do struggle in life, Rachna, I don't know whether I'm making sense or not, but yes, people do struggle in life. But with this struggle, they think it will come immediately after their struggle, but they have to put in that hard work, even if you're struggling. You need to just go that extra mile. If you don't go that extra mile, you're just going to stagnate there, and just as Smita said, leave it to the Upar Wala. When it has to happen, it will happen. It will happen. But you, as Smita said, you have to surrender. Now, if actors do not surrender, and most actors do not surrender because they're so insecure,
Yes.
insecurity actually kills you to such an extent that you don't know how to surrender.
Correct.
Because
Exactly. That's exactly.
If you surrender, there are 10 other people behind you who do not know that you surrendered because of certain reasons. They will fall into your footsteps and say, okay, these guys, he's gone, and it's my chance now. But it's a struggle.
No, but Shishir, surrender is within you. So the outside world will not know that you have surrendered.
Yeah, for them it is, they don't know. They think that you surrendered outwardly. But within you, you have surrendered because you say, okay, fine, I have surrendered. Now let's see what happens.
Yeah.
But the others behind you do not realize this. And they think that, okay, fine, he surrendered. maybe he didn't want to struggle. So let me get into his, line after him. They have to struggle. They have to struggle.
Yeah.
But with the struggle comes hard work.
Yes, yes. That both goes together. Absolutely. It's like,
Yeah, because nobody had godfathers. There are lots of people who had godfathers in this
yet have
industry,
failed.
but still
Yet
did not make it because there was
exactly.
no hard work. They thought
Correct.
everything will fall into their lap. Yes, Rennie.
Thank you.
Hi, Smita ji.
Yeah. Hi.
So
Hi.
happy to see you here. It's such an honor to be able to talk
Thank
to
you.
you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's amazing, like how today the session started. We were all supposed to have like write our own monologues and then present it here. And so since morning, the topic has been such, and now you have whatever you have spoken, it's so relatable because we all wrote our own stuff, and it just so happened that we are all so close knit in this family that we don't have any inhibitions. Like we just wrote whatever was there inside and we just poured it out. And so many things you just said, we actually, some of us wrote kind of that kind of stuff, and we spoke today, like knowing yourself, loving yourself, or leaving things and be positive and all those stuff. And it's so relatable now, since I think it's a divine process today, how it has all fallen in place. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
The operative word today is surrender, actually.
Yeah.
And we could see the surrendering of most of the actors today. They're all part-time. None of them are full-time actors. Yes, but it is a journey that we started 3 years back, Smita, when I came here in 2017 was the first time. And when I met them, then regularly came twice a year till February this year. And I was supposed to go back in September, but unfortunately, with COVID-19, I don't think the Prime Minister will allow me to come in.
Yeah. No, no, no. The September, no chance. Out of India travels, I don't think will start so soon.
So yes, a great bunch of people who I have connected with. There's only half of them. The other half could not attend because of various reasons, because of the COVID-19 situation. So
Okay.
it's been a great morning of surrender, actually, and it's really surreal that we're talking about something.
Can you imagine? Can you
Yeah.
imagine?
We've struggled in so many sessions to surrender, and today is that session where we actually surrender. Yes, Sanjeev.
Smita ji, hi, Sanjeev here.
Hi, hi,
I,
Sanjeev.
I just wanted to talk to you about duvidha, as in dilemma. You were talking about anchoring, you were talking about being grounded. So, as an artist, I'm not even talking about actor, filmmaker, or whatever. You know what your inner voice is, and there are certain types of roles you want to do. There's a certain type of stories you want to say, and I mean it's not that easy to get that out in the world, and suddenly you get a chance or an opportunity or a role which is very masala type and very commercial kind of a thing. Your heart says this is not good for me, your mind says this is good for you. I mean, if you don't do it, at least put yourself out in there, and later on you can say your voice. How do you deal with that dilemma?
Yeah. We are always at crossroads. Not just taking big decisions as to where should I do this film or not do that thing. Every time you are at a crossroad. Yeah. Now I'll tell you certain tricks which I used in my initial days, which all can try. When there was a crossroad for major decision that I had to make this or that, what I have to do is I have to make two chits, yes and no, and has to keep it in my mandir, sort of the divine that I worship, my master also keep it there, and has to tell somebody from the house to go and pick up one, and whatever came, I followed it because then I took it as a divine call. There, if you say, oh, why did it come? No, but I want to do it. I think I'll go with it. That is not allowed. That is again surrendering. Yeah. So you have trusted the divine. Okay, you tell me whether I should or should I not. That's what I used to do in my earlier days. And if ever I felt, oh, I should have. Later on, I used to get some news. Ki, thank God you didn't do the film because ऐसा कुछ हो गया उसमें. So I have believed in that very much. Secondly, when I said you connect yourself, yeah, when you're deep into spirituality, your inner voice, your higher sacred self, very loud and clear tells you should you do this or should you not. That voice, like when you're wearing earplugs, start wearing spiritual earplugs so that you get the voice of the divine. But that is a uh, building a muscle kind of a thing. You have to get used to that idea. First, get into this whole thing, connect with your own divine, with your higher sacred self. Your higher sacred self will tell you exactly करना है कि नहीं करना है. It's a light and heavy feeling. It's a we do feel when you talk about something, you start feeling lighter. When you talk about something, you start feeling heavier कि नहीं ये अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है अंदर से. ये this is making me feel nice. However lucrative the other thing may look or whatever, go with that gut feeling. As you said, your heart says something, your mind says something. I would go with my heart. Your heart can never go wrong. And one thing I would like to tell you here, your heart, when a woman is pregnant, her heartbeats are checked. And then she's confirmed that she's pregnant. So the heart starts first. Your heart starts beating first, then comes the rest of you. The mind comes, the self comes when you're 6 and 7 years old. तो मेरी समझ में एक चीज नहीं आती है. Your heart is the one which has been with you even before you were formed. And how easily you forget the heart and the mind starts ruling over you and the mind takes over you. So connect with your heart. Your heart will never tell you anything wrong. Got it? Or uh, those tips really work very fine. But when you get into spirituality deeper, this works like.
Yeah, it was the second thing which I was going on. I mean, chits and other things, we do that. We have our own version of doing that. But it was exactly that trusting that voice of the heart, because mind is very good at playing the tricks of like, is it really hard or is it really mine kind of thing? But that's what I want to know. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Sachin.